Maybe I should close. Hello! Oh, Lord Jesus. The gym is calling. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am moving. This whole room that used to be my studio is completely empty. I thank you guys for clicking on this video. Of course, by the title, you can see what the topic is today. This is going to be my first story time. This is dedicated for those who have locks, who all have had that story. I've heard so many traumatic stories, so many different things of it just being pulled out, or fights, or just waking up and you're just seeing it on the pillow, like all this stuff. So yeah, I am here to share my story. This is like my favorite go-to style. I like I always have this random one that just, it's my baby though, it's my baby. Okay, so this is the story how I cut off my lock. Of course, this was not intentional, but let's go back. My loctician, when I started my locks, is in Atlanta. So I would go back and forth. The reason why I initially went to Atlanta to get my hair done was because where I am now, the state that I'm in, they completely charge too much money. So I was like, well, let me just look at home, Atlanta, where I'm from, since I go there all the time anyway, to see what the prices were. The prices were great. So I just stuck with her. I would go home every quarter, or more frequently than that, I guess every 8 to 10 weeks, and get my hair retightened or whatever. So I had the job that would, support that at the time. Well, I no longer worked at that job, so therefore I couldn't support flying back there. And I was then looking in my state to see if I could find someone to do my hair. Now, I was still trying to, keep a close eye on my coins, as they call them. And so I kind of wanted to say, okay, well, how about if I learned to do it myself? I was a loose natural for 10 years before getting sister locks. So therefore, I was a do-it-yourselfer. I was clipping my ends, I was twisting. I was the only one that was really in my hair prior to my consultant. So I was, let me just try to figure it out myself. Looked online. Now let me give you my disclaimer. I did not take the sister locks class, retightening class. I am not a sister lock loctician. I did not get any assistance from anyone who is a sister loctician. She instructed me, you should probably go to the class. I did not have the money for the class. So I was like, okay, well, let me try to figure this out on my own. I went online, did some research for a while. Now, mind you, I came up with this plan to go ahead and do my own hair around the time I needed to get my hair done, where it wasn't too bad. I had about this much new growth by the time I started doing my hair. This is a lot for me. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like, I had a mini fro going on, you know what I'm saying? I was fro with the base. But anyway, I figured out how to do it. Basically, I used the concept of a regular interlocking system. That's what I did. So it was working out for me, actually. The back took me a little longer. I will say the first time I retightened my own hair, it took me 3 days. Now, when I say 3 days, I don't mean 3 days straight through. It was probably like 8-hour sessions. That's crazy. 8-hour sessions and me taking my time of not connecting them and making sure I kind of feel what I'm doing. And I wasn't working at the time, so I had 8 hours. And I didn't have the right tools. First off, I made my own. Do I have that? I'm gonna show you guys that. I went and got a regular, is it tapestry or tapestry? I don't know. I don't do that. But yeah, those type of needles, I basically put a flathead screwdriver inside of it and twisted it to the side to open it up. But yeah, so I made those and I was retightening my hair, and I came over to this side over here and I was tired. And cuticle scissors is what you should use if you're gonna if you have like 1 or 2 strands, to connect it. You just use, little cuticle scissors to cut those 1 or 2 strands. I did not have cuticle scissors. I had these jumbo scissors that were not supposed to be at your head at any means necessary. This was not a good decision on my part at all. This was not the brightest idea I had doing my hair. But the thing is though, I made it all the way up here. I did all of this with no problem. I get to the side and I guess I didn't clear the area well enough to where I wanted to clip this hair. And when I clipped, it was a crispier sound than it had been before when I was doing my hair. Like it sounded like I cut a thick rope. And I literally just got like, I didn't want to look down. I was afraid to look down, but I looked down slowly and I didn't see anything. And I was like, okay, whew, cool. I did this number, y'all, and it was on my shoulder, and I literally just held it and looked at it like, this did not happen. And this is my first time retightening my hair, so I was freaking out. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, and I was literally talking to myself, like, just calm down, calm down. Because you can't think when you're frantic. I ran to the beauty supply store. I asked for afro textured hair. And I went ahead and I took like a thin section, and I was doing taking I guess a sewing needle when you get sew-ins, and you just kind of like, I was just going around and just doing all these different things, tying, and it stayed, and it didn't look really flush. It had a little bulb there, but I didn't care. I just wanted it there because I was like, I do not want to have all these locks down here and then this lock like this. Like, this is not going to happen. Like, I can't, like, you see how I have to put my hair up like this? How am I going to have this little, like, thing at the side of my head? It's not going to work. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and just tie this up, knot it up, sew it in somehow, and it was there. It did well for 4 months. I woke up one morning and I looked at the pillow and my heart dropped. I was like, no, I didn't know where it came from. All I know was that there was a lock on my pillow and my heart just stopped, y'all. I was like, where did this come from? So I'm feeling around and I'm looking at it, trying to see if there's like little bulbs, because if it comes from the scalp, you have bulbs from, it ripping out of your scalp or whatever. So I was looking around and I couldn't find it on either end. And then I was like, okay, let me go back to my amputated baby. So I was like, okay, it came from here. This time I was more careful because, okay, I know where it came from. By this time, instead of having it like this, it was about this long. It grew a little. So I then take the same sewing needle and I thread it, and I hook it at the end of this one. I go in through here, and then I go in through the attached part, the part I'm supposed to attach. So then I slightly pull it, and then I go around and then down, creating a knot, and I pull it lightly. And then I continue this motion. But when I thread the sewing needle, I only used 2 strands of the hair. It was long, but I only used 2 strands of it. It wasn't as thick. So therefore, when I get done, I guess the area wouldn't be as bulky because it wasn't that much false hair. So at one point, when I feel like I have enough of a, I guess, knot system type thing, when it came time to kind of like separate them, I didn't want to cut it because I didn't want to be a blunt cut and it kind of works its way out. So do not do this. I am just telling my story. Do not do this. Go to your loctician, go to the class. Don't do what I do. Do not do this, okay? So I took the lock with extra string. I had it, here, taut with my mouth because I needed extra hands. And I had the needle, the lock here, and a lighter. This is so horrible, y'all. It sounds stupid every time when I'm actually hearing myself talk about it. I had a lighter, and I didn't hold it too close to my hair or nothing. My hair was up like this so I could see what I was doing. And I quickly just ran through it. And, the little additional hair that I was using, it disconnected from the needle. So I left it like that. That was it. I can show you of which 3 Okay, yeah, I found it. All right, so out of these three, which do you think is the one that got cut and sewn back on, y'all? So I will say, I think I did a pretty decent job not knowing what the heck I was doing at all. I again tell you, do not do this. Go to the class. Don't do what I did. The one that got severed is going to be this guy right here. This guy right here, I think. Is it? Yeah. This guy right here. And I can tell because it's a little bit harder right here. See? I'm pretty sure as time goes on, it'll probably detach again. But by that time, all of my hair will be longer, and however long, it probably would be like this long. And, you know, I'll still be able to put it up and do whatever I need with it. So it won't be as a drastic difference as it is now. It'll be able to blend better. I don't know how people have smooth locks. My locks are not smooth. And I don't mind that. My locks are, they just do what they do. I don't have any problem with it. But yeah, I cut this bad boy off, y'all. Heart dropped and everything. I cut it off. And let me tell you, I was like in a frenzy trying to get this thing back on, because I was like, no, I'm not losing my baby. I appreciate you guys coming to visit and hear about the story. If you would like to go ahead and hear more stories or different ideas of what I should do for my next video as far as a hairstyle or a theme or anything, just let me know. Comments in the box below. Come back and check us out. We have a lot of different hair tutorials. I'll be doing vlogs, fitness stuff if you're into it. That'll all be here in this channel as well. But we would like you to go ahead and join our family, so click that link below. We'll actually go ahead and subscribe, add the notification bell so you can go ahead and see when we post something. But again, let me know what you want to see. Let me know what type of styles you want to do, because I love being creative. So if you guys can help me out with that, that'll be great. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.